guys, welcome to ABB Vlog. Our today's episode is about intellectual revolution that defines society. So by the way, this is Teacher Abe, your teacher in science, society, science, technology, and society. Last time, we already discussed historical development of science and technology in the world and historical development of science technology in the Philippines. This time, we're going to check what are the intellectual revolution that happened in the world. Okay? So, but of course, before we start and we go on to it, be sure you have your pen and paper so that you can have your jot down notes. And kung bago ka lang dito sa ating YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like our page. And by the way, have a bell so that you will be notified once a new video is uploaded. So, let's start rolling. Intellectual revolution that defines society. So that's our title for today. So we have the learning objectives. Number 1, articulate ways by which society is transformed by science and technology. So we're going to check the different transformation that happen or that happened during the time and at the present time. Meaning from the past going to the present. Okay, so what are the different transformation happening in science and technology? Analyze the concepts or ideas proposed by the intellectual thinkers in the field of society. So, we're going to tackle the different persons, scientists, philosophers, mathematicians, physicists that have a great contribution to our society. Okay, so those are the things that we're going to tackle today. Okay, so science is transformed by science and technology in a different point of view. Okay, so number 1, we have Nicolas Copernicus in 1473 to 1543. So, he is a mathematician and astronomer. He proposed that sun is stationary and is the center of the universe and the earth revolved around the sun. So, we already know it at the present. But before, they think that the earth is the center of the universe, not the sun, no? During our ancient time. He proposed his proposal is contrary to Ptolemy's geometric model of universe and Aristotle's uniform circular motion of a celestial body, no? So si Aristotle kasi, he is also an astronomer, no? So he also discussed the falling bodies using his common sense. Okay? So si Ptolemy naman, sabi niya, the earth is the center of the universe. So when Nicolas Copernicus came, so there is a great transformation, especially in their country, the Europe, no? So Copernicus' heliocentric model of the universe is the distance of the planets from the sun bear a direct relation to the size of their orbit. So meaning to say, there are different orbits from different planet. Okay? And the point of distance of the orbit is based on the distance from the sun. So the sun to different planet. For example, sun, then earth. So the distance covered by these two is what we call heliocentric distance, no? So we call it as that one. And in fact, there is also different calculation, and we call it as paradox, okay, or parallax. Okay, so Copernicus' concept of universe was the start of change in a way the world was viewed. Okay? So nag-iba yung point of view. During the time, they have this point of view that the center of the universe is the earth. Then when Nicolas Copernicus came, there's a total transformation, and all of them agreed with it. No? So because of Copernicus' heliocentric model of the universe, he called us the interior of the scientific revolution. Interior scientific revolution. So meaning to say, nagkaroon ng malalimang pagbabago. So there's a deep studied on revolution during that time. And there are lots of investors coming around to Europe. So these are the benefits during the concept of Copernicus. So number 1, financial benefits, opportunities for sustainable growth and job creation in Europe. Okay? So yun yung mga naging benefits. Nagkaroon ng magandang transformation ang ekonomiya, financial benefits ng Europe. Dumami ang creation ng job. Okay? Europe's Copernicus program uses accurate and timely data from satellites and their sources to provide the key information services. Number 1, to improve the way the environment is managed. So there's a total transformation on how they handle the environment. Okay? Specifically, nagkaroon sila ng mga time zone during that time. So nagkaroon na ng mga oras. They observe the time during the transformation that this is the sun is the center of the universe, and there are lots of scientists who came to Europe to help mitigate the effect of climate change. So dahil dito nagkaroon na rin ng pag-aaral ng climate change. Hindi yan ngayon lang. The climate change is not only during our time, but from the past, what do we call with this, from during the past, during the ancient time, they're already studying the climate change. Okay? So kung maalala nyo, there is a dinosaur, then nawala yung mga dinosaur. So the main reason of it is because of the climate change. So nagkaroon ng climate change, kaya nagkandamatay yung mga dinosaur. Okay? Hindi na sila nakasurvive. So ito enable, number 3, to enable the creation of new applications and services for citizens and businesses. Nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago. New applications nga di ba? May mga kakaibang mga pagbabago na nag-twist during the time na nagkaroon na ng ganong perceptions about the planet Earth. So that the planet Earth is not the center of the universe. To safeguard everyday's life. So syempre, dahil hindi na nga alam na nila yung mga pagbabago-bago, so nagkakaroon na ng safety. Kasi during ancient time, marami pa rin tayong mga tribes. So they transfer from one another. So then, dahil nga may science and technology, we have science and technology. So hindi na nagstay na sila sa mga lugar-lugar nila. Okay, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago. Nagkaroon na ng stone house, nagkaroon na ng tablet na stone tablet, no? Not the tablet that is present today, no? It's different. So the number 3 benefit was the program is expected to generate new employment and business opportunity throughout the Europe. So dahil nga nagkaroon ng mga iba't ibang klaseng program, ang daming ng mga nag-aaral, marami ng mga scientists, nagtayo sila ng mga different organization and places. So dahil doon, kailangan nila ng mga tao. So nagkaroon ng maraming employment, okay, sa Europe, sa buong Europa. Okay? Dumami ang kanilang mga trabaho. Okay? There are lots of creation of job during the time. So, many creations of job was established during the time. Okay? So I'm just speak English because sometimes I speak English. I convert it to English because some of our students are in English or in other countries. They are foreigner, no? Students. The Copernicus Sentinels Serving Society and Environment Conference. So nagkaroon na ng conference. There is a conference was established during the time. Science Conference. So brought together a variety of political institution and European scientific organization. So there is also scientific institution or political institution. So nagkaroon na ng mga ganun-ganon. So it was created during the time. Copernicus' concept of the universe has also brought importance to economic development. The activity related to Earth observation can provide leverage for the acceleration of Greece's efforts to develop new competitive foundation and in order to participate in knowledge-based economy. So hindi nagpatalo. The Greece country is still moving on, no? They're still competing with Europe for a new creation because Greece is the great competitor of Europe during the time. So until this time, they're still competing, no? Also with Russia and France, they have some development. Okay. Copernicus concept has important in Europe research and development by accelerating them for free under the open data policy and use them to develop new product and service for profit. So dahil nga sa dami ng mga research, dami ng pag-aaral, kung ano-ano na yung na-develop. So there are lots of things that's being developed due to the deep analysis and deep study and discovery using having a research. So research greatly helped the Europe for a different development and discovery, no? So then the last one, Copernicus concept ensure long-term data availability for business development. This is done by investigating in space and doing it generates employment and further innovation. So aside from the different studies in businesses, they also create innovation for the discovery of science in outer space. So ganun ang ginawa nila. They concentrate on outer space and some businesses. Okay? So the first benefit during the time of Nicolas Copernicus was something to do with financial, no? Or what's so-called opportunity for sustainable growth and job creation in Europe. So nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago sa Europe dahil dito sa pangyayari na to. Okay? Can you hear me, guys? Okay. So, dahil dito, na-develop, sumikat ang Europe. Until now nga, di ba, sikat pa rin ang Europe. Pinakamataas pa rin ang Europe sa kitaan ng pera, di ba? Due to the financial demand, no? So, maraming na-create na job sa Europe at that time. Kasi nga, sabi nila na andito ang matatalino, di ba? So, nag-create sila ng mga magandang job. Okay? Then, Europe's Copernicus program uses accurate and timely data from satellites and other sources to provide key information services. Number 1, to improve the way the environment is managed, di ba? So na-improve yung pagmamanage nila ng environment. Yung ecological system sa Europe, mas na-maintain nila. Okay? Kasi ang dami ng mga scientists nagpuntahan doon. Okay? And then, to help mitigate the effect of climate change. During the time may climate change na, akala nyo ba ngayon lang nagkaroon ng climate change? Hindi. Noon pa man, meron na tayong climate change. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago during that time. So, the climate change is already present on that time and it was managed. Okay? So, namamanage na siya pero hindi siya ganun ka-manageable, no? Okay? Okay? Kita ba ako? Medyo madilim, no? Okay. Then, to enable the creation of new application and services for citizen and businesses. So, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabagong mga business. May mga dumating na mga business. Diba? Bilyasan. Dumating si Bilyasan. Okay. Nagkaroon ng mga makabagong application ng business. May mga kakaibang nagawa, na-develop, no, during that time. Sa time ni Nicolas Copernicus. Okay? So, the citizen, nakita ka dito. may panggulo. Yung misis ko sumilip. Okay, anyway. So, nagkaroon ng mga makabagong businesses. Nagtayo ng mga raming business sa Europe at that time. Siyempre, sikat na sikat ang Europe, di ba? Ikaw ba naman, kahit ang Philippines siguro, kung ang Philippines siguro nakaisip nun, that the sun is the center of the universe, bonggang-bongga siguro ang Philippines during that time. Okay? So, safeguard everybody's life. Okay? Kasi monitor na natin ang mga pangyayari. So, alam na natin, during the time, nalaman na nila kung ilan hours ang bawat lugar, kung ilang beses nagkakaroon ng araw, at ilang beses nagkakaroon ng gabi. Monitor na pati nila yung time during the time. So, yung time na yon, nagkaroon na ng mga synchronization na organize na ang lahat ng system. Okay? Or hindi naman totally lahat. Pero may mga pagbabago na naganap at malaking pagbabago, di ba? So that's the number 2. Okay? So, yun yung Europe Copernicus program. So, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago. Yun yung mga pagbabago na yun. The program is expected to generate new employment and business opportunity throughout the Europe. O, di ba? Sa buong Europe, sa buong Europa, nagkaroon ng mga opportunities at new employment. Siyempre, nagkaroon ng magandang satellite. O di kailangan ng mga scientists, tawag lahat ng mga scientists, papunta sa Europe lahat. Siyempre, kahit hindi naman magtatrabaho ang mga iba, pupunta sila, magbibisit sila. O paano kaya nasabi ni Nicolas Copernicus yun na tara puntahan natin? Siyempre, mayayaman, titingnan yan. Uusisiin nila yan. Siyempre, alam nga namang hindi sila dapat in sila. Lalo kapag pinag-uusapan ng mga mayayaman na, ganito pala yan, ganyan, diba? So, meron silang ang mayayaman kasi meron silang ibang talk, di ba? Meron silang mga topic. Hindi sila yung topic ng puro kahirapan. Ang topic nila puro business, travel, so ganon. Okay? Something new, what's trending in the business. So yun yung mga Okay? So kung nasa business administration kayo, dapat yan ang lagi yung topic. Di ba? Ang topic nyo dapat yung trending ng mga businesses ngayon. Ano yung mga in na business. Okay? Copernicus' concept of the universe has also brought importance to economic development. Siyempre, tumaas yung ekonomiya nila. Bakit? Tumaas ang kanilang employment. Diba? Ang business, nagkaroon ng mga creation ng maraming business. So, ang ekonomiya nila tumaas. Ang GDP nila, Gross Domestic Product, ay tumaas. ang kanilang economic rate ay tumaas. Okay? The activities related to Earth observation, guys, i-ano ko na lang to, isi-send ko na lang, pipicturean ko to, then sisend ko na lang to sa inyo. Okay? Para meron kayong re-reviewin. Anyway, yung mga, ito naman, yung YouTube ko, pwede nyong reviewin. Yung mga pinagsasabi kong mga examples, kasi baka ilagay ko yung sa exam. Saan na ba tayo? So, the Copernicus Sentinels Serving Society and Environmental Conference brought together a variety of political institutions and European scientific organization. Nagkaroon na ng mga conferences. So, syempre, dahil nga nalaman nila na ganito, magkakaroon talaga ng conference, scientific conference. Tapos, na-develop din yung political institution during that time. Sumit lang ha. Okay. So, Copernicus' concept of the universe has also brought importance to economic development. Sinabi ko na yung kanina. The activities related to Earth observation can provide leverage for acceleration of Greece's effort to develop new competitive foundation and in order to participate in the knowledge-based economy. So, yung Greece hindi nagpaawat. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung hindi nagpaawat ang Greece, nakamonitor sila sa Europe. Diba? Ayaw nilang magpatalo in terms of science and technology. So, yung Greece. So, nag-aaral pa rin na nag-aaral ang Greece. Ayaw nilang mahuli sila. Okay? So, siguro na during the time, nauuna ang Europe, sumunod ang Greece. Okay? Then, Copernicus' concept has importance in European research and development of assessing them for free under the open data policy and use them to develop new products and service for profit. Okay? So, dahil dito, sa pangyayari na to, nagkaroon na maraming research ang Europe. So, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago sa science and technology, maraming development ang naganap sa panahon ni Nicolas Copernicus because they were totally inspired during the time. Okay? Na-inspired sila kay Copernicus. So, dahil na-inspired sila, nagkaroon ng mga bagong pagtutuklas, bagong mga kagamitan, bagong mga pagkain. Okay? Nicolas Copernicus or Copernicus concept ensures long-term data availability for businesses development. This is done by investing in space and doing it generates employment and further innovation. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng mga investment papunta sa space. Okay? So, maraming mga ginawang satellite. So, they invented satellite, they invented some some spaceship to go to the outer space. So, nag-invest yung mga tao para makapunta sa outer space at that time. Kasi gusto pa nilang tuklasin kung ano pa ba ang meron sa outer space. Okay? Kailangan kasing malaman kung ano pa yung mga nandoon. Di ba? Kasi hindi pwedeng hearsay lang. Dapat talaga totally alam natin kung ano nangyayari sa outer space. Kasi baka mamaya mali na naman yung statement ni Nicolas Copernicus na katulad ni Ptolemy. Kasi si Ptolemy, ang Earth ang center of the universe. Okay? Okay, so hanggang doon na lang yung kay Copernicus. Let's have another person. The another person is Charles Darwin. So, kilala niyo siguro si Charles Darwin, ano? Sino nakakilala kay Charles Darwin? O, sino siya? O, sino siya, Rennie Rose? Evolution of life. Okay, tama. Dahil dyan, meron kang 5 points. Okay? So, ano pa? Sino yun? Si Navarro ba yung nagsalita? Hindi si Rennie Rose? Naunahan ka. Bibigyan na lang kita ng 2 points, Rennie Rose. Ano apelyido mo, Rennie Rose? Rennie Rose. Ano apelyido mo?
Torres po.
Torres. Sa 3 points ka, huwag ka maganda. Naunahan kanina pa. Okay, tama yun. So, si Charles Darwin ay isa sa contributor ng origin of life, no? So, evolution of life. Okay? So, Darwin have 2 natural evolution theories. Okay? The Origin of Species in 1859 and then Descent of Man in 1871. Okay? He held that man descended from apes. Galing daw tayo sa mga unggoy. Gosh! Unggoy ba tayo? Okay, hindi ako makapayag, no? Nagaling ako sa unggoy. He presented that natural species have changed or evolved over a long time. Okay? Such evolution of species radically forms new life which develop out of existing species. Through this period of evolution, organisms compete with one another over space, food, and other things for survival, or avoid being eaten, resist disease, or become parasite in order to exist. So, eto survival. So, nung unang, sabi ni Darwin, galing tayo sa apes. Sumunod niyang theory, survival. Nagkaroon ng mga transformation yung katawan natin, tapos nag-survive. Okay, the species which are not fit for survival or not better adapted to the environment condition die. Parang ngayon, no, sa pandemic natin, ang mga hindi makasurvive, patay. Ang makasurvive, buhay. Diba? So, and are eliminated. May eliminate. Kayo ba? May eliminate kayo? Papayag ba kayo ma-eliminate kayo? Syempre hindi, di ba? Sino ba naman ang gustong ma-eliminate? Di ba? This process of natural evolution is called natural selection process, or sometimes referred to as struggle for existence and the elimination of the unfit. Diba? Natural process of survival. Okay? Naintindihan nyo ba yon? Katulad din to nung giraffe. Alam nyo ba yung sabi ni Charles Darwin, ang giraffe daw, hindi daw talaga malaki yung leg niya dati. Because of the survival, kasi matataas yung mga pagkain, so inaabot nila ng inaabot yan. So kaya lumaki yung hanggang sa naging malaki na talaga yung neck nila. Okay? So there is a study on it, no? And then may mga iba pang mga species na nagkaroon ng survival. So kaya nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago. Okay? So elimination of the unfit. Payag ba tayo na ma-eliminate tayo? Diba? Kayo ba, payag kayo, ma-eliminate kayo? Diba? Hindi. Sino magpapa-inject? Diba? Ma-eliminate ako. Nawala yung linya ko sa kanila. So nawawala yung linya ko. 'Di ba? Na-eliminate ako kanina. Ano ba naman kasi itong mga connection na to, internet connection, bigla-biglang nawawala ang connection, 'di ba? So, pag nawala ang connection mo, eliminated ka. Oh, 'di ba? So kanina, ang dami nyo 36 na kayo diyan. So, struggle for existence and the elimination of the unfit. Ang lahat na may hina, mamatay, papatayin, kakainin. Diba? So, kailangan, in order for you to survive, kailangan mo daw maging parasite. So, kaya nangyari, naging tao tayo, no? Darwin's idea on evolution have touched a good aspect of modern day society. So, to name a few, here are they. In biological science, it sheds light on fossils and vice versa. So, may mga fossils na evidence na galing tayo sa unggoy. Okay? So, kaya wala tayong magagawa. Pero syempre, pinag-aaralan pa rin. Until this time, they are still searching for it. Sa Bible kasi, syempre magkaiba yung Bible at saka science. Sa science, unggoy tayo galing. Sa religion, we are from Adam and Eve. Okay? Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Hindi ape. Adam and Eve. Okay? Napa-ape tuloy ako. Okay, so biologists have learned about what it is that makes species thrive and have ecological system, and species become extinct because of the natural selection. So yung una, origin of man or species, tapos ito yung natural selection, yung bandang huli na ni Charles Darwin. Natural selection ang tawag. Okay? In psychology, so psychology naman tayo, evolution makes sense. We do what we do and think how we think because of the innate drive to survive. So dahil kailangan natin mag-survive, we have to do something in order to survive. At ngayon, meron tayong choice. Magpapaturok tayo o hindi. Okay? Gusto mo mag-survive o hindi? Isa lang ang ibig sabihin yan. Kung hindi ka mamatay sa turok, survivor ka. Kung mamatay ka sa turok, hindi ka survivor, unfit ka, ibig sabihin. Hindi ka nasisikatan ng araw. So, pero may choice pa rin tayo. Kung magpapa-inject tayo o hindi tayo magpapa-inject. Okay? So, dito sa Maynila, meron na mga barangay na na-injectan na. Okay, nakita nyo naman, di ba? Ipinalabas na yan ni Isko Moreno kung anong barangay yun. Pero hindi ako interesado. Okay, hindi ako magpapa-inject. Okay? Sino magpapa-inject? Pakisabi nga, ano yun? Oh, bakit hindi ka magpapa-inject? Bakit hindi ka magpapa-inject?
Sir, kasi baka kapag nagpa-inject ako, maraming maraming mga iba-ibang gamot. So baka, siyempre, magkaroon ng COVID.
So magkaroon ng magkaroon ng chemical reaction sa katawan mo, no? No? Tama? Hindi, paano kung hindi mo kayanin, no? Unfit ka. So, hindi ka na magpapa-inject. Oo, may choice ka rin naman eh. So, yung mga iba dyan, ayaw magsalita. Yung 34 students ko, sinong gusto magsalita? Sino yung nagsalita uli? Ano apelyido mo? Elizabeth, anong apelyido mo? Ha? Oh, Elizabeth, ano ang apelyido mo? Anong apelyido mo, Elizabeth?
Rose po po.
Ano, Luzco? Mali nga. Luzpo. Okay, sige. Dahil nagsalita ka, 5 points. Sino pa magsasalita? Demetrio. Oh, Demetrio. Are you in favor?
No din po sir.
No ka rin?
No sir.
Bakit?
Yes po, kasi kung pagkakalam ko po sir, vaccine. Vaccine po ang kung paggagawa po ng vaccine is parang dapat po yata 1 years na po yata ang pag-discover ng isang vaccine.
So it takes years, pero ang ginawa nila months.
Yes po sir.
Oh,
Yes po.
okay. So, it's just like a science and technology, di ba? Sa science, iniimbento natin itong mga pang-inject na to. And it just happened that we are now in the natural selection. Natural selection, di ba? So, nung time nila Darwin, nung na-discover nila itong natural selection, ano na sila? Tao na sila. Okay? So, pero ngayon, parang meron na naman tayong nagaganap na natural selection, di ba? Kasi nga, i-injectan ka ba o hindi? Magpapa-inject ka o hindi? Di ba? So, dalawa yung dalawa yung option. It can be either you are included or you have a choice. Okay? So, kayo naman kasi mga bata pa kayo, so maaring baka hindi pa kayo inject. Pero mga teachers nyo, maaring injectan. So, alamin na lang natin. Alamin na lang natin kung sino ang magiging survivor, no? Sino kaya ang unfit? So, pagka unfit, alam nyo na. Wala nang magdidiscuss sa inyo. Okay? So, anyway, kasi ako nagtuturo ako sa public. So, ang nagtuturo sa public na teacher, kasama sa injekan. Diba? So, wala kaming choice kundi injekan. Pero baka pwede namang mag-oppose. Okay? So, next na tayo. Asan na ba tayo? Masyado ako nag-enjoy. Literature. Okay? So, kanina, biological science, tapos psychology. Ngayon, literature naman. Literature, technology, music, religion, and others also make use of the theory of evolution, as this is pervasive in our society. Siyempre, kasama na siya sa literature. Bakit? Kasi ito ay nagkaroon ng transformation ng society. So, basta tungkol sa society, it can be included in the literature as well. So, a transformation of the idea can also affect the literature. Okay? So, tandaan nyo ha, literature kasali. Okay, then, in application to cutting-edge technology, the so-called ecological niche modeling determine the likelihood of an organism surviving in a particular ecosystem. So, meron kasing mga organism na hanggang dun lang sila sa isang lugar. Pero alam nyo ba na merong AITA, yung parang mga tribe, na bawal silang puntahan. Okay? Nasa Guinness Book of Record na yun, bawal silang puntahan. Once you were trapped on that area, pwede nila kayong kainin or patayin. Okay? Ang iitim nila, parang mga taong grasa sila. Ganun. Okay? Invasive species like, yes. Sino yun?
Ano po ba yung central ng island sa Malaysia? Island na bawal na
Ano yun? Isang island. Tapos nandun yung mga, parang mga igorot. Napanood ko yun sa, sa National Geographic. Ha? Hindi ko kabisado eh. I-send mo na lang sa akin mamaya yung pangalan sa ano. I-PM mo na lang ako mamaya, okay? Kung anong pangalan nun. O, mga indigenous people sila. Ano yun? Diyos ko, may ipis. Okay. Uy, huwag mong kainin yung pagkain ko dyan. Okay, so next. Si Sigmund Freud. Familiar ba kayo kay Sigmund Freud? Sino ang pamilyar kay Sigmund Freud? Paborito ko tong author. Paborito ko tong tao. Kasi ito ay sa philosophy. Okay?
Sa psychology din. So, ako, sir, aralan na.
Oo, psychology din to.
Opo.
Siya yung nagsabi ng mamaya, this is something to do about personality. Okay? So, personality naman to si Sigmund Freud. Okay? So, Sigmund Freud was born on May 6, 1856. He is an Australian physician who emphasizes the role of psychoanalysis in dealing with personality. So, ito yung nag-aayos sila ng mga utak ng tao. Okay? So, Freud theories, there are three theories or aspects of personality. Okay? The number one is conscious, then pre-conscious, and then unconscious. Okay? Ito ba yung ginagawa nyo? The structure or the level of personality is id, ego, superego. The psychosexual stages of development, oral to genital. Okay? So, these are the three level of mind. So, conscious, lower level to, yung conscious. Pag sinabi natin conscious, lower level. So, Freud believed that human personality are a result of three conflicting personalities. So, conscious mind is a lower level. Consists of our thoughts, desires, wishes, which we are aware of or can be recalled at any time. So, aware kayo sa mga nangyayari, ibig sabihin, conscious kayo. 1 plus 1, equals to 2. Okay, wala nang sagot. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 equals to 2. 2. Demetrio, may sagot ka? Na iba? 2. Wala nang ibang may sagot ng iba? Yes, Bilyasan? Sa baka 11. Ikaw, Mary Ann, may sagot ka? 1 plus 1? Ha? Magellan. Actually, maraming sagot. Guys, pag tinanong kayo na 1 plus 1, di ba nakakatuwa na tanungin kayo? Parang tanga naman tatanungin 1 plus 1, di ba? Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, you are still conscious. You answer, but you just immediately answer the question, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is Magellan. 1 plus 1 can be 11. Or, pwedeng uhog. Pwedeng vapor. Diba? Actually, sometimes, tinanong ako yan ng estudyante ko. Nasa elevator kami. Sa Emilio Aguinaldo College, nagturo kasi ako dun eh. Tinanong ako ng 1 plus 1. Then, I told him, bakit niya ako tinatanong ng 1 plus 1? Parang nakakatanga naman, di ba? Sabi ko sa kanya. Parang ano naman yun, it's very elementary. Bakit mo ako tinatanong ng 1 plus 1? Okay? So, walang nag-react sa inyo ng ganon, di ba? Walang case na ganon. Tapos, pinipilit niya ako sumagot. Sabi ko, I'm not going to answer your question unless you tell me what is the reason why are you asking me 1 plus 1. It's very basic. Diba? So then, nayamot na siya. Sabi niya, alam mo sir, napakatalino mo talaga. Kasi bakit, of all the people, ikaw lang ang sumagot ng ganyan at tama yung sagot mo. Kasi, nasa sa akin naman kung ano yung gagawin ko sa 1 plus 1 na tanong ko eh. Diba? Pwedeng Magellan, pwedeng Vapor, pwedeng Kulangot, pwedeng 11, pwedeng Uhog. Diba? Pwedeng 2. Okay? So, hindi dapat kagad sasagot ng ura-urada. Conscious kayo, oo. That is the problem. Masyadong conscious yung mind nyo, but you don't think of the question. Diba? So, dapat, alamin nyo muna, ano ba talaga itong tinatanong ni Sir? Ano ba itong tinatanong ng Jejemon na to? Pwede nyo rin itong tanong sa mga kakaibang tao, di ba? 1 plus 1, di ba? So, sa business, pag tinanong ka ng 1 plus 1, anong sasagot mo? Siyempre, hindi ka rin dapat sasagot ng 2, 11. Kapag ka sumagot ka ng ganon, automatically hindi ka ma-hired. Ano ang dapat na sagot? Sabihin mo, boss, what do you want me to do? Actually, ganun yung sagot ko sa sa estudyante. So, ganito ang sagot ko sa kanya sa elevator. O, sige, sasagutin na kita sa tanong mo. Ang tanong mo, 1 plus 1. Kasi wala yung equals. At hindi ko alam kung anong gusto mo mangyari dyan sa 1 plus 1 mo. So, nasa sa'yo kung ano ang sagot. Sabi ko sa sarili ko sa kanya, ang sagot ko sa kanya. Kasi ako, ang tingin ko, depende yan sa sagot mo. Kasi hindi mo tinapos yung tanong. Kasi 1 plus 1, wala namang equals. So, pwedeng 11, pwedeng bintana. Ewan ko bakit ko naisip yung bintana. No? Tapos, 11, bintana, uhog, kulangot, 2. So, nasa iyo. Tapos sabi niya, tama daw yung sagot ko. Kasi, depende daw talaga sa nagtatanong yun kung ano yung gusto niyang malaman dun sa tao. So, kung sa business, ang sasabihin mo, ano po ba yung gusto niyong gawin ko sa 1 plus 1 nyo? Gusto niyo po ba paramihin ko, i-multiply ko? Gusto niyo po ba minusan ko? O ano po ba ang gusto niyong extend na gusto niyong gawin ko para dyan? Kasi po, sa company, I can extend myself in order for the improvement of the company. Diba? O, diba? Bongga-bongga. 1 plus 1 lang ang tanong, Okay? So, the next one, kasi conscious kayo, so nahuli tuloy kayo, diba? So, anyway, walang tama, walang mali sa sinagot nyo. I just want to know lang kung anong level yung meron kayo at this time. Normal pa lang yan kasi freshman kayo, hindi pa kayo well-versed, no? Kasi ako, teacher ako, nung tinanong niya ako, na ako nun scientist na ako nun, nung time na yun. Okay? Next, pre-conscious mind is located between the unconscious and conscious mind. It consists of experiences that we are not aware of, but are made conscious by simply focusing on them. For example, if one were to ask another what she ate yesterday for lunch, this would require recalling pre-conscious thoughts. So, ang pre-conscious thoughts, yun yung magre-recall ka. Aalalahanin mo. Ano ba yung mga gagawin mo? Diba? Ang problema, nalimutan mo na, diba? Ano ba kinain ko kahapon? Anong kinain ko kanina? Diba? Minsan hindi mo na rin maalala, diba? So, pagka ganon, wala ka ng pre-conscious. So, pagka ganon, dapat exercise nyo yung mind nyo to recall something. Okay? So, ganun lang. So, recall. Pre-conscious is a recall. Tandaan nyo ha, ang pre-conscious ay recall of the past. And can be think of for the future. No? Pwede nyo rin yung unconscious mind, sometimes referred to as a subconscious. It is the highest level of the mind that contain repressed urges, thoughts, memories, and wishes, which are disturbing and threatening. Okay? They could not be easily accessed unless they are brought out into the surface by psychoanalysis or psychotherapies. Thoughts within the unconscious mind are unorganized. They are based solely on pleasures and desires and are usually in conflict with society. Ayan yung may mga naiisip kayo na kakaiba, di ba? Nakuha nyo ba? Unconscious kayo. Minsan, kinakain-kain yung kamay nyo. Unconscious yan. Okay? Kagat-kagat kayo ganyan, ha? Unconscious. Kaya ngipin. Unconscious yan. Okay? Habitual. So, dapat control nyo yon. Nakikita yan ng mga tao. Okay? So, dapat aware kayo sa mga nangyayari sa inyo. Diba? Halimbawa, kausap ko kayo, tapos bigla ako nagsasalita dito sa may mga daga dito. Diba? Ang pangit naman nun, diba? So, may mga ganong cases. Diba? Bigla nag-uusap tayo, tapos bigla, diba? May bigla siya kausap dito. Wala namang tao. Diba? So, yun yung mga unconscious. Diba? So, kumbaga, mentally disturbed. Okay? Yung mga unconscious na yan ay mentally disturbed. Okay? So, yung pre-conscious, nire-recall nyo lang yung mga nasa isip nyo. Okay? Ang conscious, yun yung mga present. Yung bigla-bigla nagre-react kayo. Okay? Pero may mga taong hindi nagre-react. Conscious kayo, oo, pero hindi kayo nagre-react. Lalo yung ibang estudyante dyan. Di ba? Mga audience lang. Okay? Normal lang naman yan. Normal lang na nakikinig lang yung iba. Normal lang yan. Kasi yung iba, late bloomer. Okay? Tumatatak naman yan sa utak nila, kaya lang, hindi sila kaagad nakakapag-react. Kasi wala silang na-experience na gano'n. Okay? The next, yes. Sino yun? De La Cruz, ano yun? May sasabihin ka?
Yes po, sir. May foreigner po kasi tayo na may kapahan po foreigner. Baka po ba hindi po siya nakakalimutan ng Tagalog. Nahiya na po yata magsabi. Si Delvin po.
Gusto niya magsalita? Oo nga pala, no? May foreigner nga pala tayo dito. Bawal ako magtagalog. Sino kaya pwede Anyway, he can translate, no? Etong YouTube, pwede naman niyang i-translate. Nakalimutan ko, English nga pala tayo dapat, no? Kasi may foreigner tayong student. So, sa YouTube naman, meron tayong translator. I-translate nyo na lang sa may CC. I-click nyo na lang yung CC. Okay? So, the next one is the structure of personality. Okay? Freud also believed that there are three structure of personality. The ID, So, ID is the animalistic nature of man. Makahayop na personality. Diyos ko, ano itsura kaya na makahayop na personality? Di ba? It is destructive and pleasure-seeking structure of personality. It is where the sex urge, libido is present. Diba? So tayo naman lahat, meron tayo niyan, makahayop na personality. Kaya nga dumami yung tao. Diba? So ngayon, nagbabawas dahil sa pandemic. So, yun yung animalistic nature of man. Okay? Ang tawag natin doon ay makahayop na pagkatao or makahayop na personality. Okay? So then we have the ego, the self, is the human nature, makatao. Okay? Minsan naman talaga makatao tayo. Actually, madalas makatao tayo, hindi tayo makahayop. Diba? So, it acts according to the law and moral. So, syempre, meron tayong sinusunod. Makatao, ibig sabihin, sumusunod tayo sa batas. Diba? Nakikipagkapwa-tao tayo. Okay? We act according to the law. Okay? So that's why makatao tayo. Okay? All of the law, the rules and regulation of the society and the government and as well as with the community, we do it correctly and harmoniously and balanced to the society. Okay? The ego control the ID and act as a mediator between the super ego and ID. Okay? Of course, the ego is we have a limit on it, no? Hanggang dun lang yung pagkatao natin. So, we don't do super ego more often. Okay? So, super ego is a conscience. It is makajos. Okay? Makajos daw. It strives for perfection. So, makajos naman tayo. Pero not often. Siguro pagka sobrang makajos ka, mahirap kasi maging makajos ngayon eh. Diba? Pag sobrang makajos ka, baka kunin ka na ni Lord. Kaya dapat may konti ka rin, saltik. Okay, so, but of course, we strive hard, no? To perfection. We strive hard, we pray. Sino sa inyo hindi nagpe-pray? Who among you have no religion? Free will. Is there anybody here who have free will? No religion at all? Wala? No one? So everybody have religion? Ikaw De La Cruz. De La Cruz ka ba? Wala kang religion? Akala ko wala ka. Sino ba to? Si De La Rosa. May sasabihin ka ba, De La Rosa? Ha? Wala. So, lahat may religion. Kasi kung walang religion, kung merong walang religion, automatically, hindi siya maka-Diyos. Kasi wala siyang Diyos. Okay? Nakuha? Ano ba ito? Okay. Superego tries to compromise between the ID and the ego mayor. So it is also to be good and honorable. Tayo naman gusto nating maging good tayo, di ba? Lahat naman ng tao gusto maging good. Bihira lang naman ang gusto maging bad, di ba? Meron ba ditong gusto maging bad? Syempre, walang magsasabi niyan, di ba? All of us would like to be good in the eye of the society and in the eye of God. Di ba? Wow, parang religious tayo dito, no? We're too religious. Super ego. So when super ego came, we have to pray. Okay? So, we have to do the prayer. Another theory that influenced society was the idea of certain stages of development in man. Freud discussed the importance of early childhood experiences in these stages. Each stage is classified seeking pleasure in specific pleasure-sensitive area. So, meron mga stages kasi. Okay? So, 5 psychosexual stages development. So, from 0 to 1 year, oral. So, we have the pleasure center on the mouth. Sucking, beating, and chewing. So, sa oral, yun yung nagtatamtam ka pa during your babyhood. So 0 to 1 year old, yun ang ginagawa. So kapag ka 1 to 3, ang tawag naman natin doon ay anal. So pleasure focus on bowel and bladder elimination, coping with demand for control. Okay? So ito yung mga naglalakad nag-observe. Yan, yung 1 to 3 years old. Gumagapang na yan. Okay? Panic, 4 to 6 years old. Pleasure zone in a genitals, coping with incestuous sexual feeling. Okay? So, nagkakaroon na sila ng konting curiosity about sa genital aspects nila. Okay? Tinitingnan na nila yung kanilang organ. So, latency, 7 to 12 years old. Dormant sexual feelings. Identification progress. Gender identity. Okay? Dito na nabubuo yung mga LGBT. So, dito na nagkakaroon ng mga identity crisis. No? 7 to 12 years old, start na ng identity crisis nila. Okay? Diyan na dinidevelop. Okay? Nadidevelop na yung kanilang sexual preparedness. Babae ba sila o lalaki? O babaylan? Bisexual, lesbian. Isko, ang daming daga. Pasensya na ha, meron kasing dito eh. Okay? So, nagkakaroon na yata ako ng super ego. Ay, hindi pala super ego. Ego pala. Okay. So, then, yan? Meron kasi ditong mga mababait. Papasimento ko na to sa susunod na mga araw. Okay. So, genital, yung 13 plus, pataas na yon. So, maturation of sexual interest. So, nai-inlove na. So, pagtungtong ng 13 years old, nagkakaroon na yun ng mga crushes. So, normal yon. Pero merong mga iba na nagiging advance. Merong advance, merong hindi advance. Okay, depende pa rin yun sa mga, sa mga tao, sa mga... Kasi every person have individual differences. May kanya-kanyang mga pagbabago talaga. So, yung iba, nadidevelop agad, yung iba, hindi. Ako, pa lang ako eh. Prep pa lang ako. May crush na ako eh. So, ganun ako maaga. So, pero may mga napagdaanan nating lahat, mapapagdaanan yung lahat ang yung identity crisis. Kung lalaki ba ako, babae ba ako, bading ba ako, lesbian ba ako. So, Yun ang pinakamahirap na part. At ando na kayo sa stage na yun, lampas na kayo sa stage na yun. Pero I'm sure nandyan pa rin yung iba na iwan. Okay? So may question. Ang dami pa nito. Mga ano pa. Okay, the next one is information technology. Okay? So natapos na tayo kay Sigmund Freud, information technology na tayo. So, ano masasabi niyo sa information technology natin ngayon? Ganito guys. Ganito ha. I want you to get one half sheet of paper and tell something about information technology. Okay? So, then picturean nyo, isend nyo sa abeyohan1@gmail.com. Okay? So, what is information technology? Okay, in one half crosswise paper, you write your perception and point of impression on the information technology today. So, ano nga ba tong information technology natin at this time in 21st century? Okay? So, I'll give you 15 minutes to answer this question. Let's go to information technology. Information technology is something to do with the technology, of course, di ba? It plays an important role to our society. Okay? So, napakalaki ng role nito. And there is a big impact on our living. Di ba? So, lahat ng mga tao, may mga kanya-kanya tayong technology. Depende nga lang kung gaano ka high-tech, no? As of today, most of us have mobile phone. So, that is a product of technology. So, minsan iPad, di ba? Meron tayong laptop. Okay? So, syempre, yung iba, hindi naman laptop, desktop ang gamit nila. So, kanya-kanyang technology ang meron tayo. So, yung Samsung 90 gigabytes, di ba? So, meron na ba kayo noon? 90,000 pesos daw yun. Diba? Nagtanong ako sa Samsung. So, times have changed. And it is event in today's kindergarten when some children are being educated through iPads rather than chalkboard. Okay? So, dati, mga kinder, chalkboard lang, sulat-sulat. O, babasahin mo, A. Ngayon, hindi. Press the button and hear the sound. Diba? Sa iPad. It's A. Repeat after me, A. So, may mga ganun-ganun na. Samantala ng panahon namin, wala. Panahon nyo, wala pa rin, di ba? So, ngayon, hindi. Meron na. You just press the button and then you will hear the word A. Di ba? A. Mga ganun-ganun na. Okay? Dati, chalk lang. Panahon namin, chalk. Wala pang whiteboard. Di ba? So, kaya kung meron kang sinus, meron kang allergy sa chalk, yun ang problema mo. So, one of the greatest influencer the technology has on our adolescents' life, other than for entertainment purpose, is the learning factor of the process. In schools that allow Word document other than notebooks, it has definitely lightened their loads. Okay? So, as of today, nasa online class tayo, hindi ko masasabi kung talagang magaan ba ang trabaho o hindi. Pero para sa akin, hindi talaga magaan ang trabaho dito sa online class. Imagine nyo na lang, minsan-minsan bigla ka mawawala sa signal, di ba? So, minsan, okay ka sa signal. Di ba? Okay ang klase. Kaso, ang problema, yung mga estudyante mo naman, biglang nawawala. Di ba? Natatanggal sa connection. Diba? Sa kalagitnaan ng discussion. We are now in the middle of the class and then we are very active and then all of a sudden, some of the students went out because of the internet connection. Diba? So kaya, to make it clear and lahat, nandun kayo, totally 100%, mabubview nyo yung mga pinagsasabi ko, and all of the things that I have been shared is already there and intact. I put it in YouTube, no? So that's why you must be on the YouTube. Okay? Kasi nandun din yung mga activities natin. Nire-record ko rin yung activity natin. So kung meron kayo nalimutan, hindi kayo nakapasok during the time, kasi nga poor connection, you just ask me, okay, you play our YouTube channel. Okay? Entitled. So ganon. So ganun na, ibibigay ko yung title, then you review. And then you send the activity. Okay? So, but of course, not all of you are excused. Okay? So, I need a written report na talagang wala kayong internet. Okay? Kasi minsan, hindi sila active. Kasi, ayaw nila talagang pumasok sa class. Diba? Okay? So, with the YouTube, and now YouTube, diba? With the YouTube being the second most used search engine available in the world. Kaya gagamit tayo ng YouTube. We're going to use the YouTube for our class. Okay? So that you can have your recap or review. Okay? So, it not only delivers hilarious entertainment, but it is also a main supplier of short documentaries and informative programs. Diba? So kaya nga nire-record ko to para meron tayong informative programs. Yung mga videos na ginagawa ko para sa inyo yun. Okay? Para sa klase ko. Okay? Then, information technology has altered the way students are being taught. Makikita dyan kung paano ko kayo tinuturuan. Okay? Di ba nakaupo lang naman ako? So wala naman talaga tayong magagawa kasi alangan naman tumayo ako habang nagdi-discuss. Nandito lang naman ako sa bahay. Di ba? So ganun talaga mangyayari. Nakaupo lang. And ang hirap naman ng 3 hours ako nakaupo. Di ba? Kaya meron tayong coffee break. So pagka nag-activity kayo, coffee break yun ni Sir. Okay? Kasi syempre, hindi naman pwedeng daldal ako ng daldal. 3 hours ako magdadaldal, di ba? Okay. So, ayun. Okay. So, ganyan ang technology natin ngayon dito sa Philippines. Our connection is very poor. Okay? The connection of our internet here in the Philippines is very poor. Okay? So, sabi ng Globe, may 5G na sila. But what is happening until now? There is no improvement at all. There is still poor connection. Okay? So, kaya nire-record natin. So, habang kausap ko kayo dyan sa laptop, andito may camera ako dito, naka-record. So, para alam nyo kung ano yung mga pinagsasabi ko ngayon. You can have a review, di ba? Okay? Tsaka yung mga absent ngayon, makapag-review sila. Okay? It has transformed countless hours studying from a book into online. Okay? So, interactive website accessible whenever the help is required. ICT has delved into basics of image editing and digital enhancement, a photo to change the overall appearance of a selected image. So may mga makikita kayong mga image. Hindi kasi 'di ba kapag pag nag-observe nakikita natin yung mga discussion, masyadong plain. O dito ngayon sa discussion natin plain lang. Wala tayong mga drawing, wala tayong mga eklabo, 'di ba? So, puro daldalan lang. So, pero, sa online learning talaga, dapat meron tayong mga drawing. Pero kasi ito, history kasi, ang STS ay something to do with history. So, kaya puro, discussions. Puro daldal lang si sir. Tapos kayo, kinig. Tapos, citation lang tayo ng mga other beliefs and some feedbacks on the things that is happening on STS, no? Technology has not only benefited our learning styles, techniques, and the quality of work, but convenience in which help is always ready, available in some way, shape, or form. Pag meron kayong mga hindi naintindihan, anong gagawin nyo? Punta kayo sa YouTube. Di ba? Manood kayo ng mga YouTube kasi hindi nyo naintindihan yung discussion ni Sir. So, kulang pa rin. Nabitin kayo sa discussion, di ba? Hanap pa rin kayo ng other topics. Hanap pa rin kayo ng other venue, di ba? Google search kayo. Ganon. So, magsa-search pa kayo ng iba kasi nga, nabitin kayo sa discussion. Parang hindi pa kayo gaanong convinced. Diba? So, sa lahat ng sa ibang mga discussion nyo sa klase nyo, kapag meron kayong nalalabuan, you can have your YouTube. You can have your Google search engine. Diba? On education, it has opened up a whole learning environment. Diba? So, pero dati, hindi tayo gaano gumagamit ng online. Ngayon talagang totally, we need this online. Okay? Knowledge can easily be processed with the help of internet technology. Okay? It is easy to help children with special needs as well. Distance learning has become easier. And this has led to a rise in the literacy rate of the nation. Tataas yung literacy rate, pero ang tanong dyan, papaano ma-check ang total process o learning process ng estudyante? 100% ba na-absorb ng estudyante? Diba? Siguro 100% ma-absorb kung 3 beses, 5 beses siguro niya papanoorin yung YouTube. Or 3 beses or 4 na beses siyang uulit sa subject. Diba? So sad naman yun kung uulitin mo yung subject. Diba? Pero ako kapag nakapangalawa ka na STS, automatically papasa na kita. Ayoko naman kasi nung ganun na estudyante pa uli kita sa 3rd time. Diba? So sa klase ko, basta always present lang kayo and then nag-active kayo dyan. Active-activan. So you interact, then you will be having a higher grade. Diba? So nire-record ko yan, no? Ayan. Andito nilista ko. Okay? So lahat ng mga nagre-recite, nililista ko yan. Kaya, ano lang kayo dyan? Stay put lang kayo dyan. So dapat active kayo. Okay? So e-learning and online education has made it very simple and systematic to secure knowledge. During our time or last few years, siguro mga 2 years from now or way back 2 years from now, may distance learning na. Pero doon, modular. Babasahin mo yung mga module, kukontakin mo yung professor mo, mag-exam ka, tapos may recitation, tapos exam uli, tapos na yung klase. So, ganun lang. Sa atin, hindi everyday may klase tayo. Diba? By every meeting, dapat may klase. Okay? So, pwedeng asynchronous, synchronous. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, reporting lagi ito. Sa distance learning before, hindi ganito ka-intense. Siguro 3 times ka lang makikipag-meet sa professor. Diba? So ngayon hindi. Parang elementary or high school yung approach. Okay? Personalized learning has come to the fore. Okay? Students can pick their own curriculum with ease. Immediate response to query and tests have made education the whole education process a lot faster and more efficient. Kasi dito, automatic. Kapag nag-exam ka, lalabas na kaagad yung result. Unlike dun sa hindi online, mag-checkan pa ni sir yung paper mo. Dito hindi na, automatic may score. Lalabas yung score nyo. Okay? So, siguro next week, magkakaroon na tayo ng quiz. Kasi 2 chapters na tayo. Na-discuss natin 2 chapters. Okay? Saan naman yun? The use of computers in the classroom has opened up a whole new method of teaching and effectual learning. So dati, gumagamit pa tayo ng LCD, PowerPoint presentation, to present the data, to have a discussion. So this time, hindi na. Actual na, face-to-face talaga tayo dito. Okay? So, kung kailangan natin ng mga presentation, isisend ko kaagad sa inyo yung presentation. Hindi katulad dati. Mas advanced ngayon, pero mas nahihirapan ang estudyante ngayon. Diba? Kasi kailangan nyo makinig talaga 100%. Katulad nitong klase natin, 3 hours. Diba? So, we are on 3 hours discussion. So, kailangan makikinig ka lang. Eh, pagka may tinanong ako, tapos yung iba nakikinig lang, wala namang, hindi naman nag-a-active. So, wala. Maboboard kayo. Diba? Okay? So, may mga school, gumagamit na sila ng TV before. HDMI ginagamit nila, diba? So, gusto ko nga sana maglagay ng TV dito. Tapos, ilalagay ko dyan yung mga pinapresent ko. Kaso, masyadong hassle. Okay, so, ang gagawin na lang natin, sasend ko na lang sa inyo yung PowerPoint presentation. Or yung Xerox, no? Instead na Xerox, pipicturean ko to. Picturean ko yan. Then, isasend ko sa inyo. Okay. Business have become more profitable with the help of various advanced machine. Okay? And led to the rise in the standard of living. O, dati walang washing machine. Diba? Ngayon may washing machine na. May mga high-tech pa na washing machine, diba? Yung talagang, intense na intense ang paglalaba ng washing machine. Yung mga may hinang klaseng damit, nawawarat. Diba? Kasi talagang malinis ang pagkakalaba. Okay? Dati ang plancha, diuling. Diba? Naka-experience ba kayo nun? Sino nakakita na ng diuling na plancha? Wow! Benta nyo na sa akin. Sino magbebenta niyan sa akin? Magkano nyo ibebenta? Gusto ko yung Corona. Sino may plancha na Corona? Yung Corona gusto ko yung Corona na plancha. Sino? Yung Corona, yung parang Corona. Ganun ba yung plancha nyo? Sino may plancha na parang Corona? Wala? Triangle na yung nakuha nyo, no? Naabutan nyo yung triangle? Triangle na kayo. Charles, yung sa inyo, Corona? Triangle. O, pag meron kayong Corona na plancha, sabihan nyo ako, ha? Bibilin ko. Ha? Okay. So, ganun yung plancha, no? Dati, diuling. Ang TV dati, diuling din. Diba? So, for sure, hindi nyo naabutan yon. Yung plancha, yung TV, diuling. Pinapaypayan nyo sa ilalim. Okay? Mga nanay nyo siguro, kasi ako,
Sir, parang may interview. Parang nakapasok po sa, sa loob ng,
oo, yung TV. Ako, hindi ko na naabutan yun. Kinuwento na lang sa akin yun ng lola ko.
kami sir, meron kami dati.
May TV kayo na di paypay? Yung may uling?
Yung nakalagay sa box, sir. Yung nakalagay pa sa cabinet.
Oo, hindi pa yon, meron pa noon yung di uling, di ba? Ang ganda. Ngayon flat screen TV na tayo, no? Pag wala kang flat screen TV, hindi ka in. Di ba? Oh, yan. So, yun yung mga development ng ating STS sa ngayon. Di ba? Saan na ba tayo? Nawala na tuloy ako. Kung ano-anong mga advancement kasi yung naano natin, na-tackle natin. Actually, ang dami pa mga advancement eh. Ang dami pa mga makabagong O electric pan dati. Yung dibaltak lang yan. Napunta ba kayo sa bahay ni Jose Rizal? Yung ano nila doon? Yung kainan nila may pamaypay? O kung hindi pa kayo nakapunta, pumunta kayo. Makikita nyo doon yung pamaypay ng pamilya nila na habang kumakain may pamaypay doon. Okay. So company accounts and customer record can be easily stored and accessed, and the increased market penetration of the business. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago, na-advance ang technology, ang machines, ang science and technology, nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago. Naging mas maganda ang mga bagay-bagay, di ba, sa information technology. Kasi nga, dati, barter system, di ba? Alam niyo yung barter system? So para sa mga hindi nakakaalala ng barter system, halimbawa eto ballpen. Palit tayo, akin na lang yan cellphone nyo. Ganun yung, di ba? Ballpen, kailangan mo ballpen. Ito ballpen. Akin yung cellphone mo. Ganon, barter system. Sa'yo na tong mouse. Akin yung ballpen mo. Ganon. Barter system. Okay? Global collaborations and partnership. Okay? So, global, asan na yun? Collaboration and partnerships are easier to start and maintain. Their benefits everyone involved with the international business. Nagkakaroon ng merging. Alam niyo yung merging? Nagme-merge yung dalawang company. So once the two company merge, lahat ng mga ganda sa kanila lalo pang magiging maganda at lalong uunlad ang kanilang negosyo. So ganun na nangyayari sa information technology. Minsan naman nagkakaroon ng marketing strategic management. Ang strategic management naman, nagbabawas naman yan ng tao at tinitira nila yung mga magagaling na lang. So, ang nangyayari, nako-compress yung employment, umuunti yung empleyado, pero nagiging quality. So, yung strategic management, ganon. Okay? It has become easier to start and maintain this benefits everyone involved in the international business. It has become easier to combat competitions, and this has led to more choice for the consumers. So, nangyari, pag nag-merge yung dalawang company, lalakas yung tong company na to. Then, yung competitors nila, babagsak yon. Kasi nga, isa laban sa dalawa, bagsak yung isa. Diba? So, kaya kung mapapansin nyo guys, yung messenger na punta sa Facebook. Dati magkahiwalay ang messenger tsaka Facebook. Alam nyo ba yon? Pumasok ngayon, binili ng Facebook yung messenger. So kaya ang Facebook at Messenger isa na lang. Ngayon, pumapasok na rin yung Instagram sa Facebook. Di ba? Nagiging isa na, nagko-combine na yung Instagram tsaka Facebook. Oh. So magtataka kayo, mamaya pati YouTube nasa Facebook na. Di ba? So, ano ba ang dapat gawin ng mga businessman? Ang ginagawa usually ng mga malalaking businessman, binabagsak nila yung mga nagsisimula pa lang na business. Ganun yon. So, once na nakita nila na pa-boom ka na, ang gagawin nila, they will create another business like you. Just like with shawarma. Are you familiar with the Asian shawarma before? There are many shawarma food stand. Diba? Ang nangyari, sumikat ang shawarma na nawala ang burger. Hindi kumita ang mga McDonald's, hindi kumita ang mga Jollibee. Ang ginawa, nagtayo ng mga shawarma. So, syempre, magsasawa yung mga tao sa shawarma. Oh. So, dahil nagsawa na yung mga tao sa shawarma, tendency, babagsak yung shawarma. Diba? Ganun lang. O kung magbebenta kayo, if you're going to sell, for example, you're going to sell Graham balls. So, other will sell also Graham balls. Okay? So, ganun. Or, pwede namang mag-combine. Mag-combine kayong dalawa. Kung gusto nyong mas lalo kayong maging malaking company. So, yung dalawang maliit na company, pag nagsama, nagiging malaki. Eh, kung merong maliit na company na kalaban nyo, bagsak na agad yon. Okay? So, ganun ang strategy sa negosyo. Okay? So, even though there are certain repercussion and a negative impact of information technology, meron pa rin kasi mga negative impact, di ba? As well as nobody can say that this has no aided society as a whole. The world is a better place thanks to information technology, and the future looks much brighter thanks to this advancement. Bakit? Kasi sa kabila ng lahat ng mga negative feedback at negative things that is occur, papasalamat pa rin tayo. Diba? So, bakit? Katulad niyan, dati naman walang cellphone, beeper lang. Tsaka yung tic-tac telephone. Alam niyo yung tic-tac telephone? Yung lang yung gaganong-ganonin lang. Pipindot-pindutin, may mga Oo, 'di ba? So merong meron siyang papel na maliit tapos may mga dot. So ganun, babasahin mo lang 'yon, yung dot. Kung paano 'yon, mahirap basahin 'yun eh. Ha? Oo, parang ano yung code? Code yon, pero ang code na yon naiintindihan na yung mga tao during that time. Pero sa panahon natin, yung mga code na yon hindi natin yun naiintindihan kasi hindi naman natin yun alam. Pero nung panahon na yon alam na mga tao. Basta meron kang telepono, basta may telepono ka na ganon, alam mo yon, syempre. Ba't ka bibili ng tic-tac na yon, di ba? So, ako naabutan ko yung yung beeper. Alam niyo yung beeper? Tatawag ka sa PLDT, tapos sasabihin mo doon yung papadalang message doon sa kabila. Oo, ganun. Diba? Napaka hassle. Sasabihin mo, pero pagka meron kang beeper dati, sikat ka na. Hindi pa nga hindi pa nga ako nakakabili noon ng panahon na yun ng beeper eh. Nalaos na kasi dumating si cellphone. Diba? Tuwan-tuwa kami noon, dumating ang cellphone, 3310.
3310.
Oo, the best ang 3310. At saka yung mga Motorola. Oo, Alcatel.
Ano na Razor?
Ano ba yon? 3... Ano ba yung dati kong cellphone? Triumph! Naalala ko pa yung Triumph. Diyos ko. Ang ganda-ganda ng cellphone na yung Triumph. Gandang-ganda na ako noon. Yung pala, may mga mas magaganda pang cellphone na dadating, di ba? So, ngayon talagang ang gaganda na. May hologram na. Alam nyo ba? May cellphone with hologram na. Oh. You can go to, hindi ko maalala yung title. Pero meron mga bagong inventions. You can go to Arduino project para makita nyo yung mga bagong inventions. Sandali, itatype ko. So, arduinoproject.com. Okay. So, you can visit there for the advancement. Para hindi naman kayo left behind. Diba? arduinoproject.com. Ayan. Mga estudyante ko lang nakakaalam yan, ha? arduinoproject.com. Andyan yung mga latest. So, yung mga lalabas pa lang sa market, andyan. Yung ibang mga lalabas pa lang sa market. Okay? So, may question ba? May questions ba? Do you have any questions, guys? Okay. So, tapos na tayo sa information technology. So, by the way guys, dahil nga, di ba alam nyo naman na ngayon, papasok na yung 5G. Hindi ko pa rin alam kung totoo ba talagang nakaka-apekto yung radiation ng 5G. Kasi ang sabi sa mga pag-aaral, ang 5G daw ay may effect sa tao. Okay? So, pinasa nyo ba yung assignment yung last time? Binigyan ko kayo assignment, di ba? About Y2K.
Yes po.
Sa email ad ko, pinasa nyo yung Y2K.
Opo.
Okay, tapos yung sa LMS, pinasa nyo. Meron dong tanong, sinagutan nyo. Tapos na kayo doon sa LMS. Okay, ngayon,
Opo, sir.
so we still have time. Actually, meron pa akong di-discuss. 3, 4. 4 na lang. Tapusin ko na to, 4 na lang to eh. Kaysa next week pa natin to tapusin. Diba? So, Mesoamerican Science and Technology. So, Mesoamerican Science Technology, this is Maya civilization, meaning Mesoamerica. Science and technology were the most advanced of all pre-Columbian civilization. The Mayans knew how to make paper and have pictorial script. So, ito yung may pumuputok na apoy. Apoy ba yun? Or usok? Kasi hindi ko na naabutan yun eh. So, yun yung time na yun, nagkaroon na sila ng mga pictures. Okay? Then, this allowed the Maya to record all knowledge on the long strips of paper. So, yung mga scroll yon, yung mahaba. Sulat mo yun, scroll. Okay? So, nagkaroon na ng mga pagsusulat sa Mesoamerica. Okay? Then, they folded harmonica style into book. So, parang ginagawa na nilang book na yun. Okay. So, the literature of Maya pagan include the books were burned, and only Maya books are kept as treasure in the museum. So, nasa museum yung yung Maya. So actually marami daw tong nakasulat, pero there are lots of things that happened during that time na nakasulat sa Maya paper, pero nasunog daw. So ang Maya paper na lang yung natira. Okay, most of our knowledge of the Maya comes from the stone monuments. So alam niyo yung tablet, stone siya, stone, tapos doon inuukit yung mga sulat, katulad ng panahon ni Moses. So ito naman papel na, sa papel na sila nagsusulat. Okay, Mesoamerica. So Maya civilization nang na discover na nila yung paper sa Maya civilization. Okay? Maya cities have observatories with attached libraries. May library na sila during the time. The lack of astronomical instrument was overcome by aligning stars with two objects that were separated by the large distance. A technique that achieved great accuracy of regular measurement. As a result, the Maya developed the most accurate calendar ever designed. So, ang pinaka-accurate daw na calendar ay ang Maya. Okay? So, kasi ang ginamit nila dito, star. Okay? Ang ano ba ito? Gregorian calendar, naman yun? Moon. Sa moon naman sila. Okay? Buildings and public places are covered with pictographs. Okay? Many still awaiting to be deciphered. Maya science was still closely related to religion. Kasi yung Maya, more on religion siya. Okay? Hindi to pay Maya. Ito ay Maya, ha? Hindi tayo tatanggap ng pera. Maya. Maya civilization to. Okay? So, yun ang magandang contribution ng Mesoamerica or the Maya civilization. Okay? So, meron siyang accurate calendar. Okay? So, accurate yung calendar na na-design nila during that time. Okay? Then we have Asian science and technology. Global material wealth had increased at a snail pace. So mabagal pa rin yung yung pag-develop ng science. Okay? Kasi talagang kasi hindi naman talaga totally ngayon meron kang ma-develop tas sa susunod na araw may ma-develop ka uli. Hindi kakayanin. Okay? Global materials wealth had increased. There is a burst of knowledge and innovation that ignite economic growth in the way never before experienced. May mga time na talagang biglang nagbo-boom. Biglang may nakikita, nadidiscover. Pero hindi lahat, hindi taon-taon may nadidiscover. Katulad niyan, di ba? Sabi ni Dalton, atoms are indivisible particles. And pag sinabing indivisible particles, hindi siya pwedeng hatiin. But this time, the atom is cut. Diba? So kaya quantum na. Or quartz na siya. Okay? Okay, so do you have any question, guys? Okay, kaya pa? Kaya pa? So, ang haba ng discussion natin, no? 3 hours. Diba? So, maganda ang science and technology kasi dito nalalaman natin na ito pala mga pagbabago, hindi pala basta-basta nagbago kaagad. At alam nyo bang kung sino nakaimbento ng TV sa Pilipinas? Ang unang TV sa Pilipinas ay naimbento ni Guevara. Okay? R.S. Guevara. Nalimutan ko yung R eh. So, hanapin nyo na lang kung sino si R.S. Guevara. Siya yung unang-unang naggawa ng TV sa Pilipinas. Okay? Pilipino siya at kilala ko siya pero patay na siya ngayon. Okay? So, yon. So, meron pa tayong Science and Technology in the Middle East, Science and Technology in the Africa, pero hindi ko na di-discuss kasi na yun, kukulangin na tayo sa oras. So, ngayon, bigyan ko kayo ng sasagutin. Okay? Saan ba to? So, I want you to answer this problem and then send it to me. So, dapat nag-jot down kayo. So, paano ko ba? Next time na natin itong papa-activity. May pa-activity ako. Okay, sisend ko ngayon yung sisend ko yung activity. Okay? So, please go over to our activity sheet. Okay? And then, we will check it afterwards.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and share our video. Thank you. Bye-bye.